All right, welcome back to another episode of Nothing to Do. I'm your host, Jeremy. Across from me is my co-host, Michael. How's it going, bro?
What up, bro?
How you doing? We're week 4.
Ain't shit.
Quarantine shit.
Holy shit. I feel down and depressed today. Like,
Yeah.
the weather's gloomy.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to do this podcast. I'm like, it was fucking depressing
I
today,
woke up on
dog.
some same energy, bro.
Did
I woke
you?
up. I was gonna.
I didn't want to be the one, though.
I was gonna
I
text
wasn't gonna
you
be
and
the
my
one.
godfather like, yo, let's just go record tomorrow. But then I was like, let me get out of bed first. Let me make some coffee.
And you know what? That's like my second one of the day, and it's not doing nothing for me, bro.
Yeah.
This week 4 quarantine, and I think I just told you 10 seconds ago, I'm bored out of my fucking skull, dog.
And it's like, yo, I feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel right now. You know what I was reading actually this morning?
What?
That people are testing positive again for this shit. People
Like-
who've already tested positive and lived
Mm.
are testing
Maybe it's one of those
positive.
things that like it just stays in your bloodstream. Like that's it. You
No,
positive
I
now.
think what it was, like, I think I still have it on my phone. I think what it was just like, yo, they tested positive, they tested negative, and then they tested positive.
So maybe they got it. It got out their system and they went to go party again. And they got it again.
Which
They
means this shit's
Maybe
not
they
gonna
just.
end.
I don't know. Or maybe they just immune again or something. I don't fucking know.
That's
All I know,
fucking
bro,
wild,
is that.
yo.
Whoo,
This is gonna be
boy.
at least like a 1-year ordeal.
You think?
At least, yeah.
Even like the
Just to like not in the house quarantine. Like
No.
we'll get out of the house eventually, but just like this is gonna be our lifestyle. This safe lifestyle, this social distancing lifestyle,
yeah.
this freaking
I feel like all
yeah.
like supermarkets and like stores will be like, like to check out it'll be like 6 feet back from registers now forever. Like that'll
Yeah,
be
for
a
while.
forever thing.
Yo, these stores are like leveling up their social distancing protocols every time.
Word.
Every week
Yeah,
I go,
every
I wasn't.
week, every
I was
week,
in
yep.
Stop and Shop yesterday getting some stuff, and
Yeah.
now they only have one entrance of the store open.
Yeah.
And they have like they have arrows. They put like arrows in like a like kind of like a walkway path for
Yeah.
like the flow of traffic in the
Yeah.
store
Yeah.
to like.
So
literally, like,
it's like one
so
way.
it's like
one
one way
way
traffic.
traffic,
It's literally
yeah.
like this
Yes.
is the way you're supposed to be walking in the store right now.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not being enforced like that. I had some fucking bitch, some Karen, like, you're not supposed to be, like, say, like, a comment. I'm just like, and I didn't even know. I was like, we were looking for stuff for my mom to make a pizza at the crib.
Yeah.
And I'm just, like, trying to find shit. And I hear this lady make a comment at me. And I'm just like, yo, Karen, shut the fuck up. Karen is
Hold
my,
on.
like,
Say a
go-to white
comment
lady.
about what? Comment about what? I don't
She
get
was
it.
just because I was going in the quote-unquote wrong flow of traffic.
Oh, wow.
Like in this
So what did
Stop
she
and
want
Shop.
you to do? She wanted
She's
you to
like,
go
she was like-
around the
she was-
whole. Like, I don't
yeah,
understand.
she wanted me to follow. Like she was like, "You're not supposed to be going." She said, "Mad low, like scared," and I'm just like in my head, I'm just like, "Yo, listen, I'm
Suzanne.
I'm
Suzanne
trying to
wanted to let you have it.
I'm trying to promote safety as much as the next guy, but
Word.
like also like, yo, go
Word.
fuck
I've been
yourself."
stuck in the aisle where it's like 3 of us and we're stuck in that awkward pause of like who's gonna go first.
Right,
Because we don't want to be 6 feet with each other. I don't know.
Right.
It's like, yo, bro.
My mom made me put on some gloves and like
Word.
and a bandana to cover my face.
No, for
go
sure.
in there, and I went, and then I was like, yo, I could have just went in there with nothing because everybody else got it on. That's a terrible way of looking at it,
Wow.
but I was
Wow,
just like, yo,
I never even thought of it
everybody's
that way.
strapped right now.
No, yeah.
Everyone's strapped.
I went to Stop and Shop, same shit. I strapped up because Kayla made me strap
Yeah.
up. And I go in there, I'm like, yeah, I had to in my truck, right out the door. I'm sitting there like, I'm about to take this goofy shit off. You know, I look like a fucking goof right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna walk in there. Thank God I did, because I would have been the only one without it.
Yeah.
Looking like the pure idiot.
You gotta wear one at least. You gotta either wear gloves or a mask. If not,
You can't. If
you
not
gotta
both.
look like you're trying out here.
A little bit.
You
If
gotta
not,
look like
then
you're
you really.
trying.
Then, yeah. I'm telling you, you can't cough in public no more.
No,
Don't
nope.
sneeze in public.
Nope. Then I have a bad smoker's cough. Not a bad smoker's cough, but like
One that
I'll let off
sounds
a cough.
That
I'll let
sounds
off a-
Rona-ish.
What?
It sounds Rona-ish.
I don't know what a Ronish.
Yeah,
what does
me
a
either. I
Ronish
don't know.
cough even
I don't
sound
know.
like? It just sounds like a
Get
cough.
a clip of that.
Get it? Ah! It's just dry.
I don't know, bro. We
But
went
yeah.
from God bless you to get the fuck away from me.
Yo, facts. That's
Yeah,
real good from 0 to 100,
no
real
bullshit.
quick, yo.
No bullshit.
God damn, I feel you on the boredom, bro. I had to bring in a second TV into my bedroom. That's
What?
from the TV I had since I was like, I don't know, because I bought a new TV last year when I was
Word.
still living in New York, and so
Word.
my old ass video that's like 20 years old,
Word.
I left it in my sister's room, but I brought it back in to connect my little Super Nintendo, the SNES Classic shit I have. I bought that shit at Target.
Yeah.
And I hacked with a bunch of games. So, like, I'll put on a podcast on one TV. Like, yo, I had nothing to do.
That's crazy.
Literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince this girl to
People
buy
are
us.
like, read a fucking book. I'm like, yeah, I should read a book. I know, guys. I know I should read a book. But
Damn it, you know what? Reading does sound like that would be the
This is
smart
like,
thing
yeah.
to do right now, right?
yeah, it's like, yo, we complain about being super bored, but it's just like, yo, we
Yeah.
can do so much shit to
I've
nourish
been
our
doing,
mind
I've been
and
doing
other
a lot
shit.
more activities with my daughter and shit, but
That's
still.
good, yeah.
But even like those things only last like half an hour, 45 minutes before you're like, okay, let's wrap this up now. I mean,
Yeah, I get outdoors when I can too. Like, I'll take my bike out when I can, but even then, like, my bike is kind of fucked right now. Like, the brakes make a terrible noise, and like, I just have to be like, I can't ride it outside of a bike path, so that's annoying. I still been playing mad ping pong, which is fun because we're just outside. It's really the only thing, yo.
I'm trying to convince Kayla to buy us a TV, but she's trying to tell me that it's not essential. But at all times right now, I think the TV is the most essential thing to have.
It
right
is
now.
for your soul.
I mean, we have a TV. It's not like it's broken or anything, but
You just
it's
want
like,
a new one, want to
yeah,
upgrade.
the one upstairs is not smart, so it's just
Yeah.
let's swap that out.
Yeah,
we
you
can
need
watch
to get a smart
Netflix up
TV.
there.
Get your retarded ass TV out of the and get a smart one.
Yeah, that's essential right there. That's
That's
non-essential
essential.
ass TV. Cause
What else is essential? I bought, you know what else I bought at Stop and Shop?
Mm.
It's like the one thing white people got right in like the history of the last fucking 400 years is fluff.
Ew.
You never had fluff?
Ew.
You don't like fluff?
Chill, bro.
What the fuck's the matter with you, bro?
What's wrong with you, bro?
What's wrong with you, yo? That shit is a crazy invention.
No.
And it just like, it's like the
No.
best munchie snack.
No.
You bugging or I'm bugging?
Yeah, bugging,
I'm
bro.
not bugging. I went to school with white people. It took me a while to
You
get
had,
used to
listen,
it too.
bro.
So,
You
but
had,
like,
you had,
I bit the ball.
you had
I'm gonna buy some
Lunchables
fluff.
in your lunchbox, bro.
I had what?
You had Lunchables.
Lunchables? Yeah.
You did.
I sometimes
What do you
I
mean
usually just get a
sometimes?
salami sandwich in my lunchbox.
You was different.
Yeah,
Tell
I
white
was
people
different.
that.
I was
He was
different.
cause
The Lunchables was like a
What?
blessing, or like that's
What?
like a treat. But yeah, it's usually just like a salami sandwich or just like a ham and cheese sandwich. In high school,
in middle school, the dynamic was crazy. The white people that that had to bring in their lunch versus like all the minorities that were punching in our numbers.
My middle school worked different. It was like, I don't even know. Like they only served lunch like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like they call it just hot lunch, and then Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays people had to bring their own lunch.
I was about to say you
When I
had
was
to
there.
bring in your
Yeah.
lunch.
Or
There
you
was
can get a
nothing to
bagel.
s-
You can get a bagel for like $1 at the the lunch lady.
Where the fuck was you going, guy?
At Gordon at East Providence, baby. These classes were like 40 kids a class.
This kid's different,
Yeah,
yo.
super different. I was actually hoping to
Salami and
host.
cheese I eat on Tuesdays.
I was actually hoping to host like a field day type activity in the summer for our family. I think
yeah.
we talked about this.
Yeah, you
and I was
talked
gonna
about
do
it.
it there.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like we
Yeah.
got the juice in that venue.
Yeah.
And then you would see where I went to middle school, and you'd be like, "Yo,
I went to I don't know if that was Gordon, but it's Gordon. I don't know. Does it have like 3 buildings? Was it like 3 buildings? Like the cafeteria was its own building.
no."
You know
no.
what school that is? It's right next to it. Gotta be. It's right in EP.
Gordon, maybe you're thinking of PCD, I think, because PCD was like, that's the high school I went to, which is not that far. It's like right across the street from East
Right.
Providence High.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I went to high school.
I was over there for a little bit, taking a class or 2
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah. You been listening to anything, bro?
Like I said, bro, music is just like
Nothing that stuck with you in the last, like,
no.
since 2020 drop?
2018, nothing stuck with me.
2018.
I don't really know. I don't know.
God damn.
Nothing really sticks with me when it comes to
Está
music, bro.
triste la vaina.
How about you?
Yeah, I really been fucking with this Weekend album. That's
have
how I know
not.
I like, because I'm been the same thing. That's what I realized about myself. It was like if I really like a song, I know one of the big things is obviously how much I listen to it. Is also when my favorite song in the album changes like on a weekly basis.
If you listen to like an album consistently,
Yeah, and if my favorite song on that album changes more than like once, then that's how I know I'm really fucking with the album. And I've already had like 4 favorite songs on that shit. Yeah, I really
Weekend joint.
that Weekend joint. No people heard it. Niggas hurt.
I think
Niggas
I heard
niggas
Parties-
his bachata shit, pero on some like rockstar bachata shit, yo.
No way.
Los sentimiento ta mira.
This dude's crazy.
Yo, he's like a modern day. You ever seen those pics of the Weeknd that came out like a year ago, where he, you know how he has his new haircut now? He got that fucking mustache or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like he looked like a bachatero. Like
Yeah,
they had him like a Raulín shit.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like the vibe of this album, like emotionally at least. But
For
like
you.
yeah, well, yeah, because it's a sad album. It's just he just talks about
like always.
Yeah, not always. Nah, like his last two albums were just like more commercial shit, and then now he's back in his bag. Like, I'm trying to OD right beside you, shit like that, you know.
Word.
But it's dope.
Is that dope?
I fuck with it. Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think I listen to Party's joint more than I listen to Weeknd's joint.
I haven't listened to Party's joint. I like Party. I've always liked Party, but I feel like his albums are never anything like. I feel like everybody in that camp never. I mean, like the only two people I follow really are Drake and Party, because those are the two biggest guys in that OVO camp. But like
Drake,
they never drop anything crazy. It's just like consistent to their sound.
I think we just seen the first chink in Drake's armor right now, bro.
With that Tootsie Slide shit, I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard it?
I heard like the clips just on Instagram, but I haven't even like taken the time to, because it's like I was like, I'll hear it eventually. once we all leave our house.
Yes, you will.
I'll definitely listen to his album when it comes out. But like Tootsie
that
Slide
shit's
is just
sponsored on my timeline.
It's just another Kiki.
I've never seen that before.
Kiki.
You ever seen an artist sponsored on your timeline?
No. Yeah.
Have you?
Like it's like their Instagram page, but
yes,
as an ad,
it
and
says sponsored.
I've seen that.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's showing me fucking the Tootsie Slide or whatever. But that definitely got to be his worst single to date. Or maybe it's just
I feel like I said that about Hotline Bling too, though.
I think I said, you know what? I think I said that a few times about a few things that
about Hotline Bling, and maybe the Kiki song it's not called Kiki, it's called something else.
Yeah, whatever it's called. It's the Kiki joint.
The Kiki joint. Yeah, but
no?
Drake is still out here consistently.
I feel like he just made this song specifically for TikTok. Like,
oh,
you know,
hell yeah.
Like, let me just be
he
number
knows how
one.
to capitalize on all this shit.
For sure.
Bro. That's why he's still Drake. That's why he's still relevant as hell.
So no, we haven't seen it.
No, I haven't
the
seen
start of his demise.
No, not yet. I don't think he's like Tom Brady. It's gonna take a while for that. It's like he's like Tom Brady, bro.
I don't think Tom Brady wins another ship.
I mean, I don't think anybody does, because I don't think the NFL's coming back. No,
Sure.
but
Don't say that.
no, yeah. I mean, they already have
sports-
they already have plans in place to like bring MLB back, the NBA back. Like they're talking about all that shit.
That's the only one that I think might just get canceled. Like they just be like, you know what, the season's null and void.
NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
in the
know how
middle of the
livid
fucking
LeBron
season.
must be if they canceled this year's NBA
What you
season.
gonna do?
Yo, but like think about like what he's doing right now. Like he's
Word.
putting up MVP numbers. Like
Word.
he's favored to win.
Word.
He's like, yo, I got this. I finally got this with the Warriors out of the way. Like who they got? I mean, like Giannis, like in the East. But even then, I think in a 7-game series, like the Lakers is taking the Bucks. They taking the Raptors, and now they cancel the fucking season. He like the road is paid for him to win his fourth ring, and yo, coronavirus is canceled that shit.
Yeah, yep.
Or they might cancel that shit. I would be tight if I was LeBron. I would be so tight.
They're trying to do a lot of different shit to the NBA. I heard them trying to like push the season into like another like slot, like started in December and ended in like a different month or whatever.
Really? I haven't heard anything about that.
I've been hearing some crazy rumors about that shit. Fucking nuts, bro. I miss sports.
I miss sports.
I've been watching a lot of like throwback sports
Yo,
games.
you know what I've been watching? Throwback shit. I've
What?
been watching throwback wrestling matches on YouTube, like The Rock versus Stone Cold.
That's so
in
funny because that
WrestleMania.
shit's been popping up on my YouTube. Like I don't know why. Like on my front page, I'm like, why is these throwback ass fucking wrestling joints?
What else? Yeah, I watched that. Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, which was actually a fucking fire ass match. Cause you know they're still doing the doing that shit
They
live
just did
with no
WrestleMania.
crowd. Yo, cause Leslie loves that shit. Like, I seen
your snap
Yeah.
about him. And but
And
the
but
way
that's
that
not
he
a
was
joke.
talking, he knew the type of match they were in.
He's like, yeah. He's like,
He
"This
knew
boneyard
the
match."
dudes that was fighting,
Yeah, he's
playing
really- he
or
likes
whatever
that
they
shit.
do. You know what I mean? He's about that.
He
Still.
loves that shit. But that shit, yeah, still like. Well, he said he got a boy who put him like kind of back into it.
Mm.
So he just started watching it again.
A little boy.
No, his boy, like his homie.
Okay.
Like,
so his other grown ass
yeah,
homie, this
who's
guy is
older,
like
he's like in the 60s.
he's 60 something.
Yeah,
All right, FYI. I mean,
that being said, though, I hear
that-
the WWE's like making a comeback like that right now.
is it? I
Yeah,
mean,
like
you know
with the
what?
younger generation. I don't know if you noticed, like social media, even like Bleacher Reports and House of Highlights, have just been mad like WWE shit.
I haven't been
You can
noticing
see
that,
it, like,
I've
trickling
been
in.
noticing in like kids, like my nephews are getting into wrestling. I see
Yeah.
Renee's kid was into wrestling. You know what I mean? Like all these,
you know what I mean?
Richie's kids is in. I'm like, oh shit, these kids are watching wrestling.
That was a
again.
hilarious state of Snapchat story or Instagram stories too, by the way.
Wow,
When they send
watching
that,
the L-
watching them watch it.
Yeah.
They
the
were
best,
amped. They
the
was
best,
amped.
the best. I went to Lil Renee's birthday party the next day, and he was giving me the recap of it. Wow, God, that shit. I was like, look at the excitement in this little kid's face, cause
I was
what?
being like 6th grade with that. I think I started watching wrestling when I was like going into high school. That's when I
I can't
officially
believe that
stopped.
shit. And they have diehard like grown ass fans still
Yeah,
too
yo.
watching that shit. That's just
That
a
shit's fun to
novela.
watch. Una novela, sí.
That's a
It's
novela,
a novela.
with some fake fighting in it.
Yeah, but they do some wild shit, and the shit talking is dope.
Nah, they do some wild
The
shit.
shit talking. I was watching like rock highlights of him just on the mic, Stone Cold highlights on the mic. Those are always fun.
Because even if I gave you like a pad on the floor and I said, yo, jump off of this thing 20 feet in the air right now to this cushion.
you motherfuckers gotta learn how to land, and like hurt that. Yeah, that shit actually takes a fucking. I don't even know. Like Undertaker's still out here, dog.
So did you watch both days of first off? I don't know why I even know. Oh, you could tell.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania was 2 days, right? You watched both days of it.
No, just like I didn't really watch any because I was trying to watch Raw with him the week before, but I was like, yo, there's no crowd. This is weird.
There was no crowd.
There's no
right?
crowd.
There's no crowd there.
It's
no
like, yo,
more.
half of it is the crowd's energy and like them playing into the crowd and all
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit, and you're just
yeah.
watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, you already know it's fake, but it's just
Yeah.
like you watch it.
So
like,
now,
this
so
is
now
like.
I'm really looking bad.
So now you're just kind of appreciating like the artistry of wrestling
Oh
and
my
the fact that
God.
these
This
motherfuckers
is
can do and the
this is
pageantry and all that shit.
Top content on
Yo,
week 4 of quarantine. 'cause
Yeah. But like watching that and then going back and watching the throwbacks, like yo,
You
Shawn
appreciate
Michaels
it?
was a goat. Hell
Was that
yeah.
your boy? Was that your favorite
I
wrestler?
love Shawn Michaels. He wasn't
That was
my
my-
boy,
that
The
was
Rock.
my-
It
that
was
was
The
my favorite
Rock for
wrestler.
me. But Shawn Michaels,
That was my guy.
top 5, if
That's
not top 3.
my number 1.
He's amazing. Yo, he's like, yo, because you know his song, he was like, I'm just as sexy. But he was coming in, he was slacking. He's like, I love you. I love you. I love me. My boy did the flex, bro. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. He was the greatest.
Yeah, he's definitely a goat.
Ric Flair was dope. Yeah,
How do we get into wrestling right now?
Because we were just talking about shit we're watching. And I was like, yo, I've been watching wrestling. And wrestling, it's a vibe. Even the throwbacks. I watched fucking Tiger King.
I have not watched Tiger King.
I think we talked about Tiger King. I said I fell asleep in the first episode, and I was like, you know what?
You gave it another wing.
Yeah, I was like, I want to be cool like everyone else. Let me give this a shot.
No
right?
bullshit.
And
And I hate being cool like everybody else.
that shit. And that shit was fucking hilarious and fucked up and weird.
I didn't
and-
watch this shit.
Nah, it's literally just like follows the story. It's like, you know, the dude Joe Exotic who's on all the memes and Carol Baskin.
I see him.
No, yeah,
yeah.
it centers around him.
Yeah.
And like kind of like just
Where
how
is he at? Florida?
Oklahoma. He's in bumfuck. He's in Forgotten America.
Yeah.
It's literally a documentary
tigers.
about forgotten Americans that are like fucking sociopaths, and they have like they have exotic animal farms and
Nice.
like all this shit
Nice.
that happens in between, and it's really funny and it's really fucked up. It's kind of sad. And it's funny because the vibe is like, you know, the whole shit, like everybody hates this fucking bitch, Carol Baskins.
Word.
You know, the bitch.
Word.
But yo, like Joe Exotic is just as fucked up and like savage as she is, but it's just like he's so, I guess, like charismatic, and he's just like mad lovable. You're just like, oh yeah, like
Yeah,
he's just doing his
rock.
thing. But that fucking bitch, Carol Baskin.
Mm.
She's a psycho. Everybody's in that psycho. And it's more than just one. It follows like 3 or 4. There's one guy who owns a bunch of exotic animals. I forget his name. He was like a crazy ass drug dealer out
Oh,
of
so
Miami.
it's just not all about Joe Exotic or whatever.
It
like
is
3.
mainly, it centers
Okay.
him, but it also brings in other people who do
Got
this
it.
type of work and live this type of life, and they're all fucking crazy, like sociopaths. Like one guy, like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I mean, if you want to watch it, we can talk about it on another episode. I can talk about it with myself for this episode.
Yeah. You probably could. You could probably have a whole
weird.
breakdown.
I would say watch it though. It's fun to watch. Definitely watch it with Kayla.
I just feel like I
laugh.
don't know. It's like 6 episodes of the shit though. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
why
I faded in and out of it. Like
I was having a conversation with my oldest brother a while ago about this. Like I feel like a lot of content now, like they could definitely cut this shit down and give me like fucking the whole fucking thing in an hour or two. But now I feel like they don't have nothing to fill these time slots, so they'll be just taking this shit and giving me 6 weeks of it. Like, yo, I don't need 6 episodes of this. Like, just give me the fucking.
Even I feel like this age of documentaries is almost like reality TV because I'm watching some of this shit and I'm just like, is this even real? Like, how much of this shit is real? I think I believe in it because even I watched the Aaron Hernandez documentary and that shit was weird. That documentary provided like no new insight into his case, I feel, or anything like that. It just kind of like talked about it more in depth and then like brought up the fact that he might be gay or that he was gay.
I feel like, you know, the internet could just make you watch whatever they want you to watch.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a twist. You can twist everything now. You can spin anything.
I feel like, you know, you give Daquan that account like a couple, like 10 memes or something, let them repost that, and I feel like half of the world is going to watch whatever the fuck they're telling you to watch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel like we learned that with like Bird Box. Bird Box was like a terrible ass movie, bro.
I never watched Bird Box.
That shit was whack as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't even understand why like this shit was so.
I feel like that's part of like they allocate spending to that type of marketing.
Yes.
He's like memes. Let's reach out to whoever runs the Daquan page. Let's
oh my
reach
god!
out to, like,
right now.
What the fuck? Or fuck Jerry or all those big ones.
Yes.
And it's
right
just
now.
like, yo, just make mad memes about this.
Yes.
For like the next month.
Yes. And it's gonna make you have to go watch this to see what the fuck they're talking about.
That's exactly why I watch Tiger King.
Of course it is.
That's exactly
why
why
else would you watch
it? But it was fun to watch, yo. I was really just like, yo, what the fuck? Like the whole time, like every time I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What is this? What is going on? Shit was wild. Yeah, they're all like they're fucking sociopaths.
I mean, that's the only reason why we started watching. What the fuck is that show called? That everybody's watching right now. The season 3 of it.
Ozark.
Yeah.
But no, but that show's actually like.
No, the show is great.
That show's amazing.
This show is definitely great.
Where are you in season 3? You just started or?
Just started. So just like I mean, it's not her fault, but she already blew by me in season 3. She's like 2 episodes in on me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Season 3 is good. Season 3 is really good. I don't even remember season 2 that much because I think there was a bit of a gap.
I kind of like
that
we went into like just consistently 1, 2, and now 3 because now everything's still fresh.
Yeah,
in my mind.
yeah. Nothing was really that fresh in my mind, but it's just like they also write it so like you pick shit up as you watch it anyways, and you're like, oh right, this is happening.
Oh yeah, that did happen. Yeah.
So like watching season 3 has been season 1 was definitely my favorite so far, and then I remember liking season 2, but nothing like crazy stood out, and then this season was pretty dope.
Yeah. Not bad.
Finish that. It's a
we'll
great
finish
show.
that.
So now, and because of that, I wanted to watch The Outsider, because that dude Marty, my boy Marty Bird, he's in that show. The Outsider.
Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman, who's killing it, yo.
Yeah.
He kills it in that role too.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. I always found him funny on every role that he did.
Yeah. As for you ever watch Arrested Development with him? Like his like sitcom
show? No.
It was pretty funny. It's funny because when I first watched Ozark, I was like, he's literally playing this character, but if he was a fucking drug dealing money launderer.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. Like I thought it was funny. Yeah, yo.
Joe Schmo's being fucking drug dealers.
Yeah. Joe Schmo.
I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in that show that I'm like, okay, that would. I mean, but
yeah,
you gotta let things like that slide, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. What you been playing?
What I've been playing. I haven't been playing the show that much this week. I had to take a break because yo me meto en algo en esa vaina and like I'll just be up there for like 12 hours just playing, grinding for cards.
Báñate, mamadito.
Friégate, coño.
Fuck, my nigga. 12 hours straight playing the game, my nigga. You stink,
with some breaks in between.
Cause
I shower in the morning. I had to shower before. So, you know, like it's kind of
so you don't feel guilty?
So I don't feel guilty. But I've been playing. What I've been playing, I tried to pick up Horizon again.
How's that?
It's good, but some of these missions be hard as fuck. And I'll be like, yo, it's taking me mad long to kill like the corrupted machines.
Yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah.
missions where you gotta kill them on top of like
So
mad
just
other
go somewhere
people.
else, bro. It's an open world.
Yeah, so
You'll
yeah.
get stronger.
But I feel like I've been doing that a lot. I can't kill you. I'll go somewhere else. I've been trying to play that. I've been in and out of it. I've been playing fucking Jack and Daxter, the old shit, like playing the third one.
Where?
That one's fun. I like those throwback games. I've been looking on the PlayStation Store to see what other throwback.
Like you don't
shit
got
they
your
have.
who do you link accounts with?
Fucking Jesse.
And what's his Jesse grab?
Jesse doesn't buy anything. It's just he plays the Xbox.
That's funny because my boy kicked me out of his shit because I wasn't buying nothing.
Yo,
So, because I'm bored at the crib, right? I'm like, fuck it, yo. And I'm like, yo, John, why can't I hop in your shit? Yo, I link my account with this dude. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn,
And I
dude's
don't-
booted me out.
and there's no skin off my back at the end of the day because like all the games I buy, I'm gonna buy it with or without him anyways.
Yeah.
But there's games that I really want that he said he really wants that he says he's gonna buy.
But he doesn't.
But and he hasn't, and he's talked about it. But like that time, like Final Fantasy comes out tomorrow, the remake, but it's only PS4, and he's been saying how he wants to get it, and I ain't been hearing nothing about it. I'm not gonna bring it up to him either, but like. I'm gonna have to take another bullet for that too. Like, oh, y'all really want it. I'm like
Monday
looking at it.
This.
I'm like, Jesse, I like don't want it. It's like, yo, I'm dropping hints via text. Like, yo, it's just coming out, bro. It's just gonna be
Are you
fire,
dropping
right?
hints via text?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
Don't
not.
be a dickhead.
I'm not gonna be a dickhead. I'll just get it if I can get it. If he doesn't get it,
Yeah, my boy definitely kicked me out. He said, "Oh, you cheap bastard! You don't want to pay for nothing." Got it.
yeah. Yeah, that's the only reason I would get an Xbox again, anyways, because me and him actually went half on like all our games on Xbox. So if I buy an Xbox, like off rip, I'm like, all right, I want all my games back. So I think he's sharing with somebody else, but that's only temporary for now.
Word. That's just crazy. Do
bro.
you think them big organizations like PS and Xbox know that they us users are doing that, sharing accounts? They have to, right?
Yeah.
They have to,
of course.
So they could have easily put a stop to that if they wanted to, right?
Yeah, I feel like they factored that into like for like people that have like that live together and they have PS4s.
Okay.
Like I feel like they factor that in.
Yeah.
Like, because it's such a blatant finesse that it's not even a finesse. Like they gotta know. Like I definitely thought. I remember when I first found out about this for Xbox. Like
it was like some
7
keep
years,
it
I
hush.
thought it was a fucking finesse.
Oh my god.
I thought I was like, that's lit.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
I was just like, no, that's
Yeah, they definitely know. They gotta know.
They gotta know. You know.
Yo, they gave me that extra 600.
Yeah, you already got your money.
I got I got paid from unemployment.
Oh, okay.
But yo, I
okay.
woke up this morning and there was an extra 600 in my bank account.
That's lit. Whoa.
I said, holy shit.
Let me check my bank
Bad
account.
at this. Yeah. Check it.
Oh
Check it out.
my
Check it
God.
out. Yeah, I woke up this morning. It was an extra 600 in my account. I was like, whoa, I could get used to this. So now, right?
Did you file your taxes already before all this happened?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I fucking filed my
So
shit
like that's
soon
how
as
it
I
works.
got
Like that's how you get in your direct deposit. If you did your taxes, you're good, right? That's what I hear.
What? Direct deposit? What now?
Like if you did your taxes already and like
mhm.
all whatever no, I didn't get shit.
You ain't get shit.
All the like whatever information you used to get that money, like you're good for whatever
to get what
money.
Oh, that they're gonna give me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know because it says mass unemployment and there's another 600.
I tried filing for
questioning
unemployment in New York, and the system just keeps crashing me.
I
This
can
is
only
trash.
imagine.
Trash.
I can only imagine what's going on over there right now.
Session expired. I'm like, yo, what do you mean? What are you saying to me right now, nigga? Give my
Say-
money.
Nah, son.
What are
Nah,
you
son.
freaking saying to me right now, dog?
So shit, man. Fucking maybe they are giving out those extra $1,200
need
to
that.
everybody. I don't know where.
Need that. I want to get. Yeah, well, I want to buy all the mics and shit for
this.
project.
I was thinking about it too because I really wanna. I was thinking about.
My trusted friend who's really good at this shit said we spent around 500 total for the setup that he uses for the sound that he does on the podcast that he works on.
But I kind of want to build this shit in my basement though.
Yeah, I'm saying like the equipment. Yeah, well, I mean I'm
wanna-
down for that, but
I
like the
wanna
equipment
build
we
the
would have to
room,
buy
though.
it. I have some artwork that I haven't put up in my bed that I bought for my bedroom that would be good for like a space like that for us to.
I gotta talk to
shit.
wifey about it, but the thing is that.
Have you talked to wifey about like a man cave in general?
I think she knows that's what I'm
Basement?
going for. I would hope
Are you trying to make it so you can like smoke down there too and shit?
Well, I would like for that to happen. But that's an uphill battle.
That is. You think you can engineer that though?
I don't know. I've heard.
Like obviously you would stink, but like that the smell would not leave the basement. Or
maybe
that room
or like some type of something going out of one of those windows down there. But I don't know. I don't know how to. I've heard that it's possible, but it's such an old house. I don't trust it.
You know what's better?
And I don't even think it's worth
recording this podcast smoking in your basement.
While we're smoking in the basement.
While we're smoking.
Yes, with a TV there.
With a TV there.
I'm telling
playing
you.
Music videos.
And doing
Tiger King.
Yeah, whatever we want.
Whatever we want, because we got nothing to do.
Yeah, and that would easily tie into that other idea of a podcast that I want to get into. You know what I mean? Having the TV down there and a little round table circle.
Yeah. But do you want to talk about that at all or no?
No. Not really.
No?
No. I just want to do it.
You just want to do it? We could do it on like an episode of this.
I want to get it done, though. I need to get it done.
When's the next one? I will leave it there. We're leaving the fans in. We're leaving the fans in mystery right now.
The 12 of yous.
The 12 of you. Yeah, the 12 of you guys.
That we love. I love you guys so much.
We're leaving our millions of fans in suspense right now. What does Michael Mendoza want to start a podcast about? Who knows? Tune in next week.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
We'll figure it out, though.
We'll figure it out. Yo, Michael, what do you think about astrology?
I think it's fucking cockamamie bullshit.
Cockamamie
I don't know.
Cockamamie bullshit? Because you know what I did? I've always been skeptical of astrology and the study of zodiac signs
and signs and
where these planets
and stones.
And
are you a spiritual guy? Do you have like?
I'm open. I'm definitely open to a lot
Are
of
you
shit.
open to that shit?
My friend my boy Manny who I talked about him on the show before.
Word.
Known him basically my whole life.
Dime Manny.
And I like him. Dime a ver, Manuel. He's definitely into a lot of that shit. More than I am.
Crystals and
like some crystals, like not like in an annoying way or anything like that, but like he'll buy like amethyst is good, supposed to be good for like
a what now?
Amethyst. You never heard of amethyst? It's like that purple stone.
Amethyst, come on.
It's good for like anxiety and shit like
is
that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where do you keep it? Right next to your chest?
Yeah, he has like a little necklace with it. He just keeps it in his shirt.
I know it.
It's cool.
I know it. The vibrations off of it.
The vibrations.
Are we gonna be one of those podcasts to talk about vibrations and?
It depends how we feel that week.
Oh God, dog! Don't do this.
Don't do it, yo.
I'm
slowly helping peel back this onion called Michael Mendoza.
Are you a retrograde? The moon, moon's in.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Mercury so much. I don't know what the fuck that shit. I be saying, yo, listen, what that don't fuck with me, yo. My moon's in retrograde, bro. Get the fuck out of here, b.
Yo, the sun, the moon, and the stars, yo.
You know what I mean? Is that what we're gonna talk about right now? Retrograde?
Not retrograde. I think it all has to do with all that stuff. But I took the liberty of, I don't know if our listeners are familiar with the CoStar app. It's a horoscope app powered by NASA, which means that
NASA believes in
no, not that NASA believes in it. I guess they have some sort of partnership or licensing or whatever agreement with NASA to use whatever they use for like their space, like where just like their because astrology has to do with like the planets and the stars and where you were born and what that means in relations to your personality and where that correlates with us, right? Like in terms of like who we are as people. Now, I was like looking at a bunch of articles on astrology, like to see where the science is behind this or like where the sort of the origin is behind this. It was like studied a lot in like the 17th and 18th and like 16th century. Like it was tested a lot and it was never sort of, I think those scientific tests, I guess, quote unquote, failed. But it's also kind of part of science. It's just like testing hypotheses and like you're constantly improving on stuff. But like people still, I feel like it's big right now with millennials, just like signs and like, oh, I'm such a Pisces, and which is why I was always skeptical about this. This was always bullshit to me back in the day. I'm trying to be more open-minded about it. Main reason being is because I actually spoke with an astrologer like last year, and he like studies this shit, like charts and whatnot. and you know what this means in correlation to when you were born and your life, and it speaks more in like generalities and sort of like where it doesn't necessarily, it's not like fortune telling, right? The study of it. But like he did tell me some stuff about myself and like what was going on in my life at that point.
Did it stick?
Specifically enough where it just like it resonated with me a lot.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, that's interesting. My boy Manny said that like his shit, like his reading was like,
Now, when you say
that shit,
reading,
like-
he just said, "Give me your sign," and
he said give me.
"What's your sign?"
He said no. He said give me your date of birth. This is what I asked you because CoStar to be as like as
Precise.
precise, as thorough as possible. It's like down to the very time and place you were born, because it's just like at the time and place, like where were the stars and the planets when you were born. So that's why I asked you for your date of birth, the day, the time, and
the place.
and the place. And that's what you need for this app, like in order to get like the reading. So so right, our sun sign, that's like the day-to-day astrology. Like that's our zodiac sign. Like I was born February 25th. I'm a Pisces. That's my sun sign.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
May 27th.
May 27th. You're a Gemini.
Yeah.
Right. But then we have other signs, right? We have more.
Why do we have more signs though?
Because it's like, so there's a sun sign.
So that's me in the
There's
daytime,
a moon sign.
and that's me in the nighttime.
I'm gonna go over this. I'm gonna. Now, how do you want to do this? You want me to read yours and you read mine?
You know, I
want me to
got
read-
skeptical hippo eyes right now at you.
Yeah. I wish you guys could see how Michael is
Skeptical
looking at me
hippo
right now.
eyes right now about this shit.
Hippo,
But go
he
ahead.
said hippo eyes.
Go ahead, bro.
So I'm just gonna read your sign, like what your sign says about you,
Word.
and being as honest as skeptical, because I was
I
also
got you
very
as honest as
skeptical,
possible.
as honest
I'll
as
tell
possible.
you. I swear to God, I'll put.
How
yeah.
does this
Go
resonate
ahead.
with you, Michael?
Yeah, I got you. What are we
So
reading
Michael Mendoza's sun sign is Gemini,
Yeah.
right? So the sun sign determines your ego.
I
your
wish we had someone right here that knew both of us that would like co-sign, because it's like we're talking about, but it's okay, whatever.
But see, and that's that astrologer that I met. Just what was wild is that was the first time I've ever met him
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
He didn't know it. I didn't know him. He
A
didn't know
year
me.
ago.
It was like a year and
Where the
change
fuck
ago.
was this at?
New York. Yeah, in New York.
As
It
well,
was-
just at a party.
you met that my friend Dennis who took my room up there, right?
Yes.
It was a friend of his. He brought him over,
Nice.
and yeah,
He's
and
legit.
kinda- he's just like studying it. So what I
Oh.
did, we gave him our birthday information. Like I asked for you, and then he brought up the charts on
That app or
and he
whatever?
talked about it for like 2 hours. I was talking to him for like 2 hours about it, and he could have kept going.
About
And
you.
about me. About me,
Okay.
but not on some like
Just off of just
not
off
on
of,
some like scammy
no.
like fortune telling type shit. It was just like very like speaking like
about you,
about
like
my-
how like your personality,
my
like,
some of
how
my
you
personality,
think.
my tendencies,
Mm.
what my relationships with people are, like what I tend to gravitate towards,
Mm.
etc., etc., etc. And then he also like, so your Saturn return. I'm gonna talk about this later. I brought a fucking website up. It won't be as accurate. So apparently your Saturn return is just like happens when you're between like 28 and like 30.
Yeah,
it's
Saturn.
like-
Saturn.
Your Saturn return is just like depending on what sign is in whatever house your Saturn, whatever the fuck it is. It's just like that's what you're gonna prosper. Like that's like a point of prosperity in your life.
Like that's why I'm gonna come up.
Like that's your come up. And what's crazy about this is like that's kind of what sold it for me, is because a lot of people's like with their signs, I've talked to a lot of people differently, like what their Saturn return was, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty like, you know,
Accurate to
yeah,
when
pretty accurate. Like my boy Manny, his mind was blown when he spoke. He spoke to this guy for a lot longer than I did, and a lot more like, and it was just like, it was
How high were you guys though?
no, I wasn't that high. No.
Bullshit.
I mean, like I'm
Alright.
always like I'm always high.
Yeah,
because I'm
off
always
life.
smoking. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so.
Off
It's
life,
like,
that's fine.
I'm high off life, right?
All right, let's get
Okay,
into this.
so Michael's son, the sun determines your ego, your identity, and quote unquote role in life. It's the core of who you are and is the sign you're most likely you already know. Your
Yeah.
sun is in Gemini, meaning
Yeah.
you are fundamentally dynamic, you're quick-witted, you're eclectic and curious. You're fascinated by
First
everything.
off, don't be fucking throwing words like eclectic at me, man.
Eclectic.
I read this. I briefed through this. I read electric. I was like, I am pretty fucking electric.
He said, I am electric.
I am fucking electric.
Eclectic.
Go fuck out of
It
here.
applies. Google it.
I'm about to.
This
This
isn't my language. This is NASA's. All right.
Fuck out. Eclectic.
Eclectic.
The fuck is that?
Where did I leave off?
Go ahead.
Fascinated by everything, your childlike energy is often scattered in a million directions.
Word.
On a social level, this may come off as gossipy or flaky. It's in your.
I've been real all my life. Fuck out of here.
It's in your 10th house, meaning you feel the need to distinguish yourself from others through goals, success, and responsibility.
Word. I feel like I have a childlike energy for sure. Like, I feel like my daughter can't outplay me. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
We will play tag and run around that house until you drop. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I do have that. I do have a childlike energy, and it's scattered in a million directions. Like, I can't sit still. I've never sat still. I remember my mom telling me about, in preschool, they came to my house. I don't know who the fuck it was. She said some dude from the school. It might have been fucking like child services or social services or something. And they went and watched me because I guess like I couldn't sit down and do one thing.
Right.
Like I would do one thing and I would drop it. I'll go somewhere else. I would play with that for 2 seconds and drop it. Luckily, I didn't think I had ADHD and fucking throw me like a bunch of Ritalin or whatever the fuck. But,
right.
Yeah, sure. That sounds about right. But I don't know. Like, okay, sure. That part sounds about right.
Okay.
I don't
with mostly everything that was there.
I mean, how the fuck am I gonna say that I come off gossipy or flaky? Like, you think I'm gossipy or flaky?
No, not at all.
Gossipy?
Gossipy.
I don't even
hell
like.
no.
I don't
Michael
even
doesn't
like.
even talk to people.
I don't even like talking to people.
Michael doesn't even like talking to people.
I'm flaky. I don't know. I don't think I make plans and flake on people. I'd rather just be like, nah, I'm all set.
But try to think of that on like more of an internal level. Like, you know yourself better than I do and better than anybody else does. How are you maybe with Kayla? Would you say that Kayla is probably the most comfortable you are around a person at this point in your life?
I feel like we're very comfortable around each other for sure. So, what's the question?
No, I'm just kind of asking you to kind of stretch, like your like
possibilities of me being gossipy or flaky.
Gossipy or flaky, or just like like maybe certain emotions you have when under certain situations.
I don't know, bro. I'm just
maybe you're really good at kind of suppressing that part of yourself, but I'm not saying that you are, that you're not. Yeah. I'm just saying that's how I want you to think about this right now. This is like an exercise, in a way.
Yeah, nah, bro. I can't even know.
All right, fair enough.
It's not in my blood, bro.
Not in my blood.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Gossipy, flaky.
Never.
That sound like a rap.
Yeah, for real. No. How dare this fucking app call me gossipy or fucking flaky, dog? I'm the type of, I'm about to fucking write an email. Like, I feel some sort of fucking way. The fuck out of here.
All right, your ascendant. All right, your ascendant is in Virgo. So your ascendant is the mask you present to people. It can be seen in your personal style and how you come off to people first meet. Some say it becomes less relevant as you get older.
Okay.
It changes every 2 hours in terms of, so when it says it changes every 2 hours, it means a sign. So it's just like, if you were born on like at noon, right? I remember you sending me that. Yeah. Like if you were born at like 3 o'clock, then it wouldn't be in Virgo, it would be in something else.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is always changing in people. That's what it's trying to say. Changes every 2 hours. So if it doesn't make sense, text your mom to confirm your birth time. But yeah, your ascendant is in Virgo, meaning you come across as precise, as diligent, as peace-seeking, and organized. You may seem a bit too attached to work, details, and the pursuit of perfection, which sometimes make you seem a bit boring.
I wish I could call Kayla right now on the phone and be like, would these words describe me to you? Precise, diligent, peace-seeking, and organized?
I would like to have Kayla here and
fucking nuts? Organized? Bro, I can't fucking throw dirty laundry in the hamper, dog. Organized.
Yeah, but this isn't who you are. This is who you come across to people that don't. This is like your first impression.
I come across? Okay, so no, okay.
I would say, yeah.
I come across organized. I come across to the guy that's peace-seeking. and
Yeah,
precise and diligent.
I think you kind of
Damn
do.
it. I'm fucking.
Precise.
If I'm coming off
That's
to
how you
people
come
like
off.
that,
You come off very precise. You come off like you're analyzing things. Maybe that's a little bit different than what this
I
is saying
definitely.
is.
Well, yeah, I definitely like
You
thinking
definitely
things.
seem precise. You seem peacekeeping in the sense that like
I don't like
you don't
drama.
beef. You don't like drama.
No,
Like you avoid
no,
drama. If
no.
I like
Diligent and organized.
diligent, I definitely like, especially like diligent.
I feel like I don't have any of these things. That I don't have it. Maybe I come across.
I think you do.
as I might, but I don't know. I don't know about all this one, brother, man.
You may seem a bit too attached to work details and the pursuit of perfection. So I guess this is how you come. This is because maybe you don't agree with this because this is how you come across to other people.
I wish. Okay, then maybe that wasn't a question for Kayla to answer because maybe she's around me way too much.
Yeah.
But someone that really doesn't know me, like, what do you think? How do you think? What type of person?
Maybe like Jamie. Like if Jamie.
Yeah,
like,
maybe a person like that.
Or like
That really don't know me like that.
Like they know you
Or
haven't been around, but
but not really.
You haven't spent time.
No,
like that.
no.
Time like that.
No.
But yeah.
Well, I wish I could be.
But I would. I
would
agree with a lot of this stuff, especially when I was first getting to know you.
Word. Organized. You should see my truck right now. This shit's a fuck. What? I'm fucking. All right. So this is all 4 of these things was for me. All 4 of these. That's all for me. That's all my shit.
This was everything in this doc.
Holy smokes!
I'm reading out of this Word doc that I have that I put it in first. I might be more than what you but we'll go to your moon sign. Your moon sign is in Aquarius. The moon rules your emotions. It rules your moods and your feelings. This is likely the sign you most think of as yourself, since it reflects your personality when you're alone and you're most deeply comfortable. So this is this is what you think about yourself.
Where I'll tell you the truth right now. Go ahead.
Your moon is in Aquarius, meaning your emotional self is intuitive. It's observant, detached, and rational. You are often in your own world, but are scared of how you truly feel. It's in your 6th house, meaning you find security and safety through routines. I think Michael's having a little. I think Michael agrees with this a little bit more than he thought he would.
Often in your own world.
That's how I'm seeing him.
Are scared of how you truly feel. Emotional self is intuitive, observant. I feel like I am pretty observant of myself or how I think of myself, for sure. I feel like I'm very more. I don't know, man. I think I portray someone more confident than who I am when in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely be second guessing myself or like I don't know. But I feel like my mask is someone that's definitely someone more confident than he seems in himself.
See, I think that's why your ascendant in your moon, like that's like, so your ascendant is what other people think of you, especially first impression wise, but the moon is who you really are when you're about yourself and what you think about yourself. And I think from my 6, 7, 10, however many years I've known you,
we was actually trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
The other day, I don't even know.
I don't even know when that.
I don't even know how long me and Kayla have been together to be 100. We don't even know. I think it's been like 9 years, 8 years, 10. We don't even fucking know.
How'd you guys meet? Well, you guys went to Mount together, right?
Yeah, but we didn't know.
But you didn't know each other in Mount. Well, that's a story for another day.
That's a
story for another day.
That's another story.
Okay, so that was your moon.
Yeah, it was all right.
You like that one?
Yeah, it was fine.
You like? Okay, Mercury. Your Mercury is in Gemini. Mercury determines how you communicate, talk, think, and process information. It also indicates how you learn. It is the mind's planet. Your Mercury is in Gemini, meaning your intellect is dynamic, quick-witted, and eclectic. You're deeply curious about everything, and your energy is often scattered. So this is similar to your sun sign. Yeah. The way you speak is articulate and witty, but you're likely to talk behind people's backs. It's in your 10th house. Wait. But you're likely to talk behind people's backs. It's in your 10th house, meaning you are curious about and inclined to analyze your responsibilities and what you need to accomplish in the world.
I feel like these questions.
They calling me a snitch. He said they calling me fake.
That besides that, we already got to that. Fuck out of there. I feel like these I can't answer these things about myself. Like maybe there's someone that can answer these that know me, and I could be like, you know what I mean? Like yeah. But it's like, how do I don't know. How do you analyze yourself like this? Like I don't.
It takes practice. It takes a lot of time alone. A lot of time in your head.
Like, I don't know. Like I can't sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm dynamic and quick with it. Like, am I like? That's just like being full of myself, isn't it? Do you think I articulate?
No,
well?
because that's not always like a good thing.
I feel like I had the gift of gab until I really met people that really had the gift of gab, like that could really throw out, like really be like a car salesman.
Shit.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I got a lot to fucking, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Even like I be trying to pick up sometimes and even like put more words into my repertoire, like pick up a thesaurus and just like the more big words you throw at someone, I'll fuck someone's head up, bro. Holy shit. They be saying that like, oh shit, this fucking Swan knows what the fuck he's talking about. Let me just fucking give him whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh man.
So that's it for me. So let's get into you, dog.
No.
There's still more?
You still got a Venus, you got a Mars.
No, wait, dog.
Saturn.
You gave me 4.
What?
You gave me 4 fucking things over here. I got what?
Yeah, I guess. I guess I.
Holy shit.
We can do.
Is this the Analyze fucking Mike podcast today?
No,
Like,
we're gonna do my next. Or we can do what'd you just do? We did the first 4.
We did the first 4.
We'll do my 4.
Yeah, let's
right
do
now.
your 4.
Well, let's do my first.
Because I feel like these 4 took a little bit.
They did, but that's what we're here for. We got nothing to do.
You know, like that's like a fucking like a little like running joke in my house now.
Nothing
my
to
girl.
do?
Yeah. Because I have nothing to do.
I could 150%
corny.
see Kayla.
This is
like,
fucking the corniest
just making
thing.
fucking corny Kayla jokes.
My
Like,
God, bro.
nothing to do.
Yeah. That name is not set in stone.
Know what?
First off.
No, but you have yet to present me a better name.
No, because it hasn't hit me yet. God hasn't presented
But I feel like that's
himself.
why I like the name too, because you can just fit in the conversation, and we can just awkwardly and very easily drop it on this podcast. We have
Word.
hashtag nothing to do. I like that cheesy shit sometimes.
Do you? Them dad jokes?
But you're right. What? Oh yeah, I love dad jokes.
Do you?
Are you kidding me? We'll do a whole episode on dad jokes one day. Yeah, he said, "Yo, we can just fill your arsenal, bro. You a dad now. We just have those on deck. But when Kendall can actually just start talking back, and you can actually she can start processing that shit, and you just start hitting it with dad jokes. Yeah.
Let's get into your shit.
Do you want to read mine?
Give me it. Let me see this here,
Nah,
Saya.
can you send me a picture of your couch? No, bitch.
Who's that?
No, now just texting me about my couch.
Nah, dog, you ain't getting no fucking couch.
Ya sé como
So hold on. So this
coño,
is
Natalia.
you. This is you, the whole joint, right?
Yeah, sun. Yep.
From sun, then moon. I thought
So we did sun, ascendant, moon, and Mercury.
All right, cool. We'll do the same shit for you. All right. Your sun is in Pisces. Meaning you are fundamentally dreamy, insightful, and in your own world. You exist on the chaotic plane of the divine that is not at all material. Your rich imagination endows you with a strong intuition for hidden emotional currents. When you take offense, it is deeply, and you aren't necessarily interested in fixing it. You can tell that was the word that I wasn't gonna fucking fumble right now. So how you feel about that?
That's not bad. That's pretty good. And that's some shit we talked about last weekend or last episode.
As you feel like you're in your own world?
In my own world.
And you're definitely not deeply into material shit.
Definitely not into material shit like that. It's weird though. I was thinking about
are you
my
not,
material
though?
shit. I'm not in that way, but I like it. And I've noticed that like material shit is like when I'm like actively thinking about buying shit, or like especially if I have the money to pull a trigger, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just buy a game for my PS4. I'm gonna buy some new shoes. I'm gonna buy a fucking ounce of bud.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of that is like my anxiety, I think.
Anxiety just
Like
telling
that's
you
how
fucking.
that's just like no, that's just like how it manifests itself. Like when like buying money on food, or like spending money on food and shit. Like that's which is why I've always had like it's towards something I struggle with in terms of like trying to save money. Because it's just like whenever I'm like in a bad mood or I'm feeling uncomfortable, I'm feeling like stressed the fuck out, I'll spend money, which is terrible. But I don't think I'm materialistic. I know I'm not materialistic like that, which is fucking weird. And I was actually thinking about that on the way here. Anyways, yeah, I guess I wouldn't call myself materialistic on that level. I'm definitely like always in my own head and in my own world.
I'm definitely in my own head.
Always.
Actually,
even daydreaming. I daydream like about stupid shit all the time, and sometimes I catch myself like, yo, what the fuck are you even thinking about right now?
I think this girl caught me talking to myself the other day. Like legit, I was facing her. I turned my head to the right, said something to myself, turned back to her. And she was like,
psycho
she
shit.
said, "Yo, you look like one of my fucking clients right now. Like, are you okay?" I said, it happened so fast that I didn't even know that I was doing it, right?
Right.
And then when I turned back and looked at her, I was just like, oh shit, she saw me talking to myself right now. So I'm sitting there, and she's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I ain't got no fucking answer, dog.
I stay talking to myself.
I am crazy, dog. I am legit. And then I just flipped it on her, like all guys do. I'm just like, yo, I'm just crazy. Like, I will kill you. I'm just letting you know that right now. I will murder you. Yeah. She's like, about what? I was like, about anything.
About anything.
Just know, I'll murder you, all right? I'm nuts. Don't play with me.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I talk to myself a lot. I laugh at myself, my own thoughts. I
didn't read this. It's in your 8th house, meaning you feel the need to distinguish yourself from others through darkness, taboos, rebirth, sex, and transformation.
Which one is that?
That's you.
No, but which
Pisces.
This is for the sun sign?
Yeah, yep. So the sun is like what? This is you. This is what you like. This is what you go by.
This is what. Yeah, this is like
the regular one that everyone fucking
determines your ego, identity, and role in life. Can you read that again? I wish I had it in front of me because I have that app on my phone.
Meaning you feel the need to distinguish yourself from others through darkness, taboos, rebirth, sex, and transformation.
I mean, yeah.
Word?
Yeah. I just don't know if I want to like dive into that because I do agree with a lot of it. Rebirth. I mean, I guess I am like in a transition point of my life right now.
You're in a rebrand stage of your life right now?
I don't know if I call it rebirth though. That's what it is. Fuck. Now I'm at a loss for words because it's just like what I think I
be looking at pictures of me in middle school like and I'd be like, yo, I don't even know that kid right there. Like holy shit.
Yeah, no, but the thing is that when I look at myself in middle school, I know exactly who that kid is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's still here, but it's just like it's just different. He's just grown now, I guess. He's just experienced more shit.
I don't even know who that fucking little bastard is anymore.
Who that little I used to say after my first experience with Bud, I said that I was never getting high again in my life, and that lasted about 4 years.
You said that? I remember I was in high school. I'd be like, I'll never sell drugs. I'm going to college.
Right.
I'm gonna have a private jet. I told myself, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't recognize that side of myself because I was saying the same shit. I was like, I'll never smoke cigarettes. Yep. I'll never do drugs. Yep. I'll never smoke weed again. Because like that's ever tell. I guess we're digressing. We're moving away from astrology.
That's fine with
folks.
Me. Even better.
He says fine with me.
The fuck out of here. This is astrology shit. No,
yeah, I took an edible when I was in 8th grade.
It was an edible?
It was an edible.
In the 8th grade?
In the 8th grade.
That wasn't even fucking like, in your 8th grade, that wasn't even fucking like, that wasn't even the hip thing to do. Edibles.
I guess not. Yeah.
Nah, definitely not.
People would get high, but like, that's just like, I think it was my boy's older sister who hooked us up with the edibles. And
she cooked it?
We each had I don't know if she cooked it or not, but she hooked us up and we each had our own cookie, right? And it was like they took it. We took it at my boy's crib. He lives in the east, very nice house in the east side. He's been my boy.
East side of Providence?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Yeah, so it was me and two of my friends, and we each had our own cookie, and they told me to take half a cookie because it was my first time like getting high. So they were like, you don't want to get
How
fucked
old
up.
are you?
I was in 8th grade, so I was like 13,
Okay, yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah.
And so they ate their full cookie. I ate half a cookie. A couple hours go by. I don't feel shit.
So you take that.
They're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're having mad fun. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, I want to have that much fun. I
Yeah.
want to have fun with them.
Yeah.
We got school tomorrow. We got shit to talk about too. We have a story to tell. Like I want to be high with my boys.
Yeah.
So I go upstairs and I take the second half of the cookie,
Word.
and
It
that shit went sideways very, very quickly.
What happened?
Very quickly.
What
I
happened?
was freaking the fuck out. I
freaked
threw
out?
up. I was like delirious. I was like walking around the house. Like his mom thought I had a fever, so he called my parents.
Oh gosh.
And so they picked me up. They took me home. Like I think I almost wanted them to take me to the hospital. All this shit. It was bad.
Gosh.
It was bad. I was out of my mind.
So you didn't have a good experience your first time? Yeah.
Nope.
At all.
The exact opposite of a good experience.
Wow.
I was like, I didn't want to come near that shit for the longest time, and then I don't even know what happened. Like it was always around me, still wouldn't try it. And I think it was senior year of high school. I was at my boy Sam's house, and he had bud, and I was just like,
And
I'll smoke some.
Yeah.
And I had mad fun. He had a Super Nintendo, and I got mad high, and I ran through Donkey Kong Country in like 2 hours in his basement.
Loved it. Loving life.
Loving life.
It was the best thing ever.
Loving life. It was like Twitch before Twitch because they were all watching me play it. And they were like, yo, you're nice at this shit.
Oh, God.
And I was
This kid's crazy.
yo,
This
God.
kid's crazy.
No, but if you watch me play that game, you really wonder what the fuck I do with my free time.
That's fucking nuts. I can't believe that your first time was fucking...
An edible?
That too. That's pretty fucking weird.
What, that I was in 8th grade?
No, because I was in like the 9th. Yeah, it was like my freshman year. No, I lied. It might have been the 8th grade. It might have just been 8th grade, and I never looked back. And I think my big cousin for that shit too. He got like me and my two best friends at the time high as fuck. Yo, we couldn't stop laughing, dog. Just couldn't stop laughing for hours and hours. And I never looked back.
It never looked. So you had a good experience.
Yeah, shit was the best. How could you not? What?
See, that's why you always give things and people second chances. Because now I love bud. I love that shit. Maybe he doesn't love me.
Yeah, I feel like I've been abusing it these past couple fucking.
Oh yeah.
Hard body though.
Hard body karate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. I've been trying to manage my relationship with bud as well too, but it's just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, he said I don't drink. Like I'm not the type to come home from like I'm
Yeah,
the type.
me
There's the people that come home from work and just like I need a beer, a glass of wine.
A glass of wine. No,
and
I'm
they
not
have
that
like
person.
at least 3 beers or like 2-3 glasses of wine before they hit the bed that night. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm just like, yo, let me just roll up. And the thing is, I even learned I have a whole system because I don't like it. I just like rolling up. I like smoking papers. I like smoking spliffs. It's like foreplay, rolling that shit up, getting it ready. And you go out to the backyard and you smoke it. And I have a jar.
Foreplay.
Boom,
That's your foreplay.
That's
You
my
need some
foreplay.
pussy in your life.
Rolling up is foreplay. No, but like weed is the pussy.
Yeah.
And like rolling up is foreplay.
Word.
You know, you get her nice and ready and wet, and then boom, you go to the backyard and you go to town on that fucking blunt.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I feel the same way though. When I quit, like I was just like, yeah, I'll just come home and have a beer, but it's just not. That's just not me.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
I just don't like. It's just like even just one beer. Like you feel one beer in the sense that like even if it doesn't get you buzzed, you'll feel like shit in an hour. Like you just feel mad tired and sluggish and full. I just don't like that like baby hangover feeling.
I feel like I've been getting real. I don't know. When I get back to work, though, I'm gonna quit again because I've been like real lazy with weed.
Yeah,
I feel myself being more lazy, especially around the house. Like I don't be wanting to do shit. Fuck that shit, son.
Yeah, I feel like that's also why within the past year I've gotten into more more into like strands and shit and like sativas and indicas because I have been noticing like how when I smoke certain shit like how my highs. Like sometimes I do feel lazy as fuck. Sometimes I feel like really creative and energetic. Like I have a bunch of energy, which is why I actually like now like I'll smoke like like I'll be conscious of smoking. Like I'd rather smoke like sour during the day, and then some like haze during the night while I'm trying to go to bed. Cause even like
this nigga's a connoisseur. You hear this
just
guy?
have it.
I like this strand in the day.
And I was never like that. I used to always just
With
be
the
like,
cup
yo,
of
just get me high, yo. Is
That's
this something
it.
loud?
That's
But
it.
now just like, yo, I'm kind of trying to go to sleep. I can't smoke some GG right now because my mind's gonna be running.
I can't smoke GG. You hear these kids, yo? Oh my gosh. How
when
dare
was
you?
when was your birthday? The 28th, right?
7.
27.
Oh yeah, let's get back to your we got into your sun sign and then we just
And then we
ship.
stopped. Yeah,
We just
because I'm about to calculate your Saturn return, but let's. Yo, I can
My
just read.
Saturn
I'll
return?
just what?
my Saturn return.
Yeah, your Saturn return. So that's the point in your life when you prosper. So it's like it's like when Saturn returns to where you were born. I think
In
and
the
I think
same
that
spot that I was born,
I think so, and I think that happens between like the ages of like 28 and 30 or something.
and it happens once in your life.
No, and then it happens again when you're like in your 60s, I think.
So that's the time that I'm supposed to come up in life.
Yeah.
How about if I
like-
don't come up in life? How about if it
well,
wasn't a
depends
come
on
up?
what you on how you come up. See, but that's the whole thing with astrology. Like,
It's all
yo,
fucking
it's
relative, bro.
it,
It's all
it is
fucking-
very relative. A lot of it has to do with like I'm more of the belief that a lot of it has to do with it's like how you fucking were raised and your genetics and all that
Yeah,
shit.
that's another conversation
What-
I want to get into as soon as
nature
you want to
versus
talk about
nurture.
that. Yeah, nature versus nurture.
Yeah. But then there's just also just like a lot of shit that we can't explain, and we're also so it has to deal with like how we are connected to our universe, which is interesting, right? Because it's just like people say it's just like you are in the universe and the universe is in you. Have you heard that? Like
Never.
saying never. So that's just saying like we're in this universe, like we are inside of this universe, but then the universe is also inside of us because it's just like we're made up of the things that is made up in this universe. When it comes down to like the most singular, like atomic, which is a fucking
I'm
mind.
not,
It's a
I'm
mind
not,
fuck.
I'm not high enough for this, bro.
You're not high enough. I'm
No.
not high at all.
yeah,
I actually didn't. Actually, I lied.
yeah,
smoked.
yeah.
I smoked
Good
at
luck
like,
with that.
but I smoked at 9:30. I took a hit because I'm on my last little nug, and I'm trying to stretch this out for the day. So I'm pretty lucid. I'm pretty sober right now, and I think that's pretty interesting because it's just like, so like maybe there is a lot of shit we can't explain that this helps us come to reason with. Maybe we know.
Do you have
a little bit
anybody in
more
your
about
family that you
yourself.
like? You look at and you be like, yeah, this dude. I'm just like this dude right here.
What's
That's
up?
nuts.
In my
Eh,
family,
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of I mean,
like
what-
older figure.
my dad,
Yeah,
yeah.
you see a lot of yourself in
A
him.
lot of the shit I don't like about myself.
You see it in him.
I was into a pod. I know it's like it's crazy. It was actually it was the podcast again. Shout out to underrepresented representatives
Yeah.
because when I listen to some of their episodes, it's like they take the words right out of my mouth.
Uh,
And this girl was talking about how she's like kind of learning learning to love yourself and all this shit. And it's just like when you get and this really resonated with me. And I was like those words. I was thinking those exact words in my head when. A couple weeks ago, just like when I was just like thinking about myself, how I react to certain shit, and it's just like a lot of the shit that gets you upset when it comes to like dealing with other people, anything that triggers you in that way, a lot of it is just like you see stuff in other people that you don't like about yourself, and like I'm like that's pretty spot on, at least for me. And I try to be more conscious that whatever like kind of triggers me about certain people, especially my parents, because like I grew up with my parents, I have a lot of their mannerisms and whatnot.
yeah.
Which is like a lot of shit that pisses me off about this person is shit that I don't like about myself. Shit that that I didn't like about myself, that I'm trying to work on myself. Like I told you before, like shit, like not holding things over people's head, but it's just like doing stuff and then having to remind people that you did stuff for them. Like that's something I didn't like about myself in the last like 3 years, and that's something I'm really trying to be conscious of now. Like why am I doing things? Like what is my intent for like why am I helping you with this? Why am I like asking you to hang out? Why am I, you know what I'm saying? Am I looking to cash in a favor in the future? Maybe. Is it conscious? Maybe. So yeah, stuff like that. I don't know what you think about that. I don't even know how we got here.
Me either. I was thinking about the same shit. I was like, what the fuck?
What do we?
How the fuck did we just
what
get
the
here
fuck?
right
Dale.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Brody. Tell you the truth, man. I really don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, man. Especially with all this fucking. I'm not sure, bro. I don't know. I feel like at this point in your life, you're like in a big like soul searching kind of missing, or trying to like find yourself more.
About me personally?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Trying
definitely
to.
something I'm like more actively
But
working
what is
on.
like finding yourself? What does that even mean? Like,
I wouldn't call it finding myself. I'm just like kind of practicing to like, just practicing to prioritize myself, I guess, in different ways, and that's not like necessarily being selfish. It's more just like it's just like things like the ability to say no to people and to things and
where
whatnot.
I had a problem with not saying no to people.
Yep, I think that's a shit that I know a lot of people, like me included, like a lot of people in my family deal with.
Yeah.
Saying no to people, figuring out again, like I said before, like why I do things. Like being more conscious of my motivation. I'm trying to be more conscious of like what what gets me upset, what triggers my anxiety, like why the fuck I feel the need to smoke fucking 3 splits today as opposed to the usual 1.
Right.
Why the fuck I'm running through a quarter of bud in 3 days as opposed to like 6-7 days like it is when I'm chilling, and shit like that.
So you think you have better weeks than you have like bad weeks, you have good weeks?
Yeah, I think it's more days too. Like I just I personally, for me, like, and I talked about it last week, but it's like I feel like I'm predisposed just to be like sad. And I meant that in the way like I feel like, and just speaking for myself, I feel like I have to work. Like I have to be very conscious and work at being like good in my head, being all right with shit in my head.
See, I wish I wish I had the questions to dive into that more. Cause like I'm just not. I don't understand. Like I want to understand more, but I just don't.
About yourself?
About you in your head, about being sad or like having days that is like, I don't know. I want to get in your head more about why you feel like that. Even when you said that last week, it really like, I don't know. I just kept thinking about it during the week. Like, why?
I think a lot of it comes from just like growing up in fucking like 2 different lifestyles, I would guess. Like I literally I would spend my 9 to 5 at like an all white school with mad rich white kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I never I didn't really start hanging out with people from school like consistently until I was about 16, 17 years old.
Right.
So then I would chill with those guys 5 days a week, 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would come home and I would chill with Jesse and Steven and Henry and Andy and Rowley and like all of our cousins and shit like that. And all of our neighborhood friends like James.
I feel like we all had like circles of friends, like school friends, my weed friends, my dudes that are on my block, or Southside kids. Like I don't know, I just like everyone had like maybe not everybody. Maybe you're right. You know what I mean? But I feel like I had the same thing, but maybe not as like.
Are you caught up with like the Chappelle's like all the Chappelle specials that he did on Netflix within the last 2-3 years?
Probably.
So he had this joke. He had this joke on it where he was like, it was funny. He talks about he's like people think I grew up in the hood. He's like that's not the case.
Yeah.
He was like I hang out with a bunch of rappers and shit. Like they talk about the hood.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it sounds dope because he's like, and he would just sit there. He's like, oh, word, yeah, word, right?
Yeah.
Like he agrees. He's like, but I didn't really know. He was like, because that sounded so much fun. Because he's like, yeah, they were all poor and they struggled. He's like, but they struggled together.
Yeah.
Like they were all in the same situation.
Yeah.
But he's just like, yo, I went to like he kind of had like I guess an upbringing like mine where he went to like private school. He went to school with like rich white kids.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's nothing like going to your first sleepover and coming back home and be like, Mom, Dad, you fucking up. Mm-hmm. Like everything in Timmy's house works. Everything.
Yeah.
And like that joke, as funny as it was, resonated with me because it was just like yeah, I didn't and that's a lot of this shit. Like think a lot of the reason why you call it soul searching now is because like I wasn't really too aware of that like consciously when I was that age.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like a lot of looking back on it.
Yeah.
Just like wow, yeah, that shit was like just like trying to be cool. It's like trying to be valid in this social circle and then in this social circle and like I
Trying
never
to be
knew.
valid a whole different
Yeah,
way.
and just like not knowing so who and it's like that's not it's like I didn't know who I was for a while. And
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a way it's like yeah, I am trying to find myself because it's just like it's like I felt like I was too quote unquote white and too nerdy to like chill with my cousins, especially when we got older and like around that circle that I grew up around. And then I was just like fucking the token like Spanish friend when I was like over there.
Yeah, I don't know what age it was where I just finally just said I don't care no more. Like, and you know what's funny? I remember I used to like, man, I used to spend all my money on gear and trying to get fly and shit. And I remember my oldest brother one day told me like, yo, you're gonna get to a point where none of that shit's gonna matter to you no more. Watch.
Yeah.
All them sneakers, all them clothes, though you're not gonna wear none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fucking watch. It's gonna happen, dog. And that shit hit me in a flash. All of a sudden, I'm just like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? And even like when I was thinking about having fun the other day, right? I'm with my boy. I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna get back on my fly shit this summer. Fuck it, dog. Blah blah. I mean, he's like, yeah, my blah blah. And in my head, like as we're having this conversation, I'm just like, why though? Why? Huh? Like for real? Is that what my happiness is when I put on fucking expensive clothes and fucking be seen somewhere?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yep.
But I'm not the only one like that though.
No. But that doesn't mean like that doesn't mean just because you're not the only one struggling with something that like it fucking can't affect you, and like you can't feel some type of way about it.
I've always felt some type of way about it.
Yeah.
It's just stupid, but I still do it though.
Yeah.
You know. Why do we know shit about ourselves and we still don't like stop it?
That's.
Like I feel like like I've been having like I remember I was having this conversation with my oldest. I have a lot of like when I like have to like vent or like talk like deep about something. I call my oldest brother, and I was telling him how I have this number, right? This certain number that where I get to, right, money wise, right, where I get to, and then like yo, I can't get over that hump. Like every time I get to that point, I have to have something to spend money on in my head.
Yeah.
There's something that I need to have, like.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean.
There's
too.
something that I need. Like why? Why is that?
And
in
I
my
felt
head?
like that's what I was saying about me. Like I think like for me that's an anxiety thing. Like when I notice those thoughts, I feel like I got money how to spend it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I know. That's what I was trying when I was like.
At first, I really thought it was because like if you get money, some like I remember like everyone that I used to chill with used to be like, yo, fuck it, just spend it because we're gonna get right back. Like I mean,
yeah.
Why are you scared of spending your last money? You can't get money. You're not gonna get more money later. Like
yeah.
So I don't know. Just like it wasn't nothing to just get money, spend it, and just worry about it tomorrow. Like I mean, but now I don't know. Like I said, even when I'm more conscious of money and like how we get it and like you know what I mean, the value of a dollar is like I said, I get to a certain point and I'm just like. Dang, you know what would be nice? A new TV. You know what? I want a pickup truck. You know what? Fucking, I do this to the house. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I just can't. I don't know. And I know that about myself, and I still get to that same point. And I sit there like, well, you know what we need? A fucking driveway right now. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, it's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Life is fucking annoying sometimes.
Don't say that
way.
I don't need you to sound all fucking dark.
What?
Huh?
Dark how?
Dark like you're gonna fucking
Oh,
offer something like this.
Not even close, my guy.
Okay, don't do that.
But life is annoying. Can we both agree? Life can just be, but like that's what I guess makes life beautiful.
And
right?
again, like you just came from a third world country not too long ago. Like, is our problems really that fucking?
No, of course not. Of course not
at all.
That's why I'm always trying to be conscious when I make like if I'm making those types of comments, it's because I'm just trying to be funny. I don't really like.
I think all comedy has some truth in it, though.
Yeah,
the funniest jokes have some type.
And
of
I do
truth
feel like that sometimes, but it's just like, and that's also what I'm trying to say. It's just like, yeah, don't be a fucking crybaby and like have perspective. That's why it's important to have perspective. That's why that's one thing about myself. Like that's why I've always kept a lot of that shit. Like I was feeling like I kept that a lot inside, is because. As good as I was, like I had the perspective of like going to the DR and going to the campo where my grandfather grew up and like having family members that aren't as well taken care of as I was when I was younger and shit like that. So, but that also doesn't mean, like I said before, like it doesn't mean like just because you feel some type of way about your situation that doesn't mean nothing. It's just like, oh, that you're just being a fucking bitch. Or you know what I'm saying?
Never.
But yeah, yo, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna read a couple more just so our millions of fans don't think that I just set you up with this astrology.
Yeah, no, they definitely do it. I feel like that. Dude was like, you know what? Let's just fucking get it on Mike's head real quick. And then we'll sidetrack after like my first question.
So we heard my son. So that whole conversation was derived from my son in Pisces.
Was it?
Yeah.
God damn it.
See, but that's why I wanted to do this horoscope shit, because that shit just opened up a whole nother conversation.
I don't know how we got to where we got to, but
but
go
that's
ahead.
what we do when we got nothing.
So where you at now?
My moon is in Virgo, y'all. The moon rules my emotions, my moods, my feelings. This is like this how you most think of yourself as, since it reflects your personality when you're alone or deeply comfortable. My moon is in Virgo, meaning my emotional self is analytical, responsible, and pacifying. A bundle of nerves you struggle with. A need to be pure that may come out in self-sacrificing or nitpicky tendencies. It's in your second house, meaning you find security and safety through money and material possessions.
So you absolutely disagree with this?
No, I don't. I don't, because like I don't like that's what I was saying, right? Like I don't feel like I'm a materialistic person, but like when I'm feeling on edge, spending money fucking makes me feel comfortable sometimes. Like,
makes you feel happy?
If it maybe not happy is the word I use, but it's just like I feel like word, like cool, like I'm chilling now, like I don't know, bro. This is weird. I'm still trying to figure out myself.
So you feel what? You feel cool spending your last dollar on something?
Not my last dollar on something,
but just the feeling of like, yeah, I could buy that.
Yeah.
Like you like that feeling.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I could afford that. I bought that right there.
Yeah, I think I like that. Which is weird because I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm motivated by money, like I said before. Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fucking lazy individual. But I don't know. It's weird. It's like let's see, a bundle of nerves you struggle with, a need to be pure that may come out in self-sacrificing or nitpicky tendencies. Yes, sure.
Now, did you give this a look before today?
Of my own?
Yeah, your own.
Yeah, I downloaded this app like last year.
Oh, all right.
I get the notification because it's just like, so this is just for your chart. I don't want you have to like to get the full experience of this fucking app. You have to download it, have it on your phone. It gives you like
gives you a daily message and shit like that.
Today you've been consistent recently, but you can try another way. That's kind of like my thing for the day. I actually like these because it's just like they're very general, and they don't necessarily tell you like what you are or what you're like, but it kind of gives you guidance as to how you may be feeling in this particular moment. And a lot of times it's more true than not. And it allows you to think about certain. I think this is my main thing with astrology in this app. I like is that it allows you, if you take it seriously on that level, is that it allows you to take a breath, see if what they're fucking telling you is true, and like kind of analyze your life within the last month, whatever you've been doing, how you felt about a certain situation, and maybe this is true. Maybe this will help me kind of like deal with the stress that comes with that, or like, you know, how to navigate that.
I feel like I don't like astrology because most of the time when someone refers to astrology, I feel like it's an excuse of their shitty fucking personality. Like, I'm a Virgo. That's what I do.
Like, I think that's how it's used. I think that's just like millennials and how it's just used a lot, and I hate that part of it too. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I saw a meme. It's just like, yo, bitches will shit themselves and be like, I'm such a Virgo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I saw that meme. That shit made me fucking
super excuse to be
a
fucking.
It's just like, I feel like a lot of people do fucking use it as an excuse to justify your shitty behavior, your shitty personality, the shitty way you treat other people. Because you're a fucking Virgo. Because you're a fucking Aquarius.
Again, I feel like I don't know. It's like some. It looks like the more you believe in it, the more it's true for you. Like, I mean, like,
yeah,
like the more you put energy into it. Like I don't know,
Like religion.
yeah, pretty much.
Like religion.
Or fucking brujeria, my
Or
nigga.
brujeria.
I mean, like some witchcraft shit. Like I don't know. Like I just don't. I don't like to put my energy into this shit. Like,
And that's fine too. And that's why you always gotta find what works for you, in terms of like how you fucking feel like analyzing. I've just been more open minded about stuff like this.
To try to find answers in yourself.
To it's just like almost like an exercise. Just like different way to look at my situations going on right now and different ways to handle it.
You need like you sound like the type of dude that needs to like go to the canyons and have a mushroom trip, and like
I've tripped out of mushrooms before.
Like in the fucking
On like a spiritual level.
Yes, go to like the canyons.
I don't think I need all that.
No,
nah.
You come back a fucking.
I'm not opposed to it, but I don't think that's what I'm like. Yeah, that doesn't call to me.
No.
What
does call to you? I want to know what is your calling?
What is my calling?
Yes. What is calling your name right now? Like Jeremy.
This podcast.
Is this really like? Does this motivate you right here? This podcast.
Especially right now in this fucking quarantined America we're living in. Where it's just like the only thing in my routine that is like is this right now. Like standard is like this is like if anything like I don't give a fuck. We're coming to the studio like we're gonna be safe as fuck, but we're coming to the studio and we're gonna record because I need to keep my sanity. I also think I even talked about this with Steve when I started the podcast, and we talked about this like I didn't start this to become famous, hopefully, or like to get money out of it. Hopefully it like presents itself with like career opportunities moving forward because like I have a lot of fun with this. But it's just like I said, it's a journal, but I also think like I fucking have a unique like life experience like everybody else on this planet, and I think I have something to say. I think I'm funny, and why not fucking put it out in the world? Like I think my biggest thing for a while up until this very moment when I started this podcast is that I was like afraid to participate in shit like this, whether it's social media or podcasts or fucking Vine or TikTok or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which is like I'm not like I don't feel like I can't be afraid to feel like I'm too cool or too old or too smart for any of this shit.
I feel like that's like my life.
What?
I feel like that's my life, and like I'm way too old and like.
But you don't have to feel like that, bro.
Oh, that's just me though. This is not in me to be doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is cool though for me. Like,
yeah.
I like coming in here and just bullshitting with you. Like, this is all day. I could do this all day, but like, I don't know.
Hypothetically speaking, if this podcast ever went anywhere, would you be reluctant to go there with me or no?
Go where with
like
you?
Like money wise or career wise, whatever. If this for some reason like
we'll cross that bridge if we ever get there.
Answering this question as Michael on April 9th, 2020.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I never came in here to be like, yo, I'm gonna get rich off of this thing. Like, I don't. It's a hobby. It's another hobby under the belt. This is cool. Yeah, I like it. I mean,
it's fun.
It is fun. I like it. But like, what else besides the podcast is like? Do you feel like you're gonna get into in the next 2 years?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a person with like a plan like that. Last time I had a plan, I ended up 3 years deep in like New York City in a job I hated.
Well, shit fucks up.
Yeah, shit fucks up. So you just gotta like, I just want to keep doing shit. Like this is the one tangible thing that I have that I wanted to start that I'm having fun with.
I feel like that's when I really started getting into my stride too, and I started doing more things like just staying active.
Shit to learn what you like.
Yeah, just
I hate when people don't like to try shit, and I used to be like that when I was a kid. Whether it was food or like an activity or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You don't know if you like or don't like something if you haven't done it.
Word.
And you listen to other people and
that haven't done it.
People like you, or people that grew up like you, people that are like in your circle, the people that like you knew that haven't done it or that have done it, and their opinion is what you're gonna take, and that's cool too, I guess. But it's like you'll never know if you don't do it yourself. Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
How's the job search?
Fucking are you kidding me?
Yeah, true. True. What am I saying?
It was really good up until I came back from Cuba, bro. I had a job I had an interview with the city that I thought went really well.
Word.
And then
Does money stress you?
What?
Is money problem stressing you?
Currently not right now, just because like I have something and I'm like living rent free.
Yes.
So.
But not where you want to be though.
But now, yeah, that's true. I actually still think about. I'm just like, yo, what if like I get this $1,200 check and I throw Jesse $200 and I live with him for like a month. until this is over because I can't be in this house right
Why
now.
can't you just go to your grandmother's?
Well, I can do that, but but that's a whole like I'd have to like get that furnished. Like I'd have to that'd be a whole project. Like I can go to Jesse's house for a month right now.
Furnished? We're talking about furnishings?
Yeah, or like moving shit. Like I wouldn't want to
What?
have to move all my shit over there right now
Why not? If you're gonna stay there.
because I don't have a job right now. And I told I don't
Word.
wasn't trying to, like I'm not gonna bum off my mom. One, I'm gonna throw her money every month.
Where?
Two, I don't even have a car yet. So then if I go there, I'm stuck there. I mean, Natalie has a car, but it's just like I'm not gonna rely on Natalie's car. I'd rather
No.
rely, like Steven gave me the opportunity to live rent free at his crib,
Whose crib?
at Jesse's crib in that room that Jamie lives in right now,
Yeah.
and I was like, no,
No.
I can't do that. If I'm
No.
bumming off anybody, like I'm gonna bum off my parents.
Yeah, of course.
Like I'm not gonna live in debt to you.
No.
You know.
No. You'll feel some
No.
sort of way after
Yeah.
a while, anyways.
Like I entertained the conversation very slightly with him just to talk about it, but like
Yeah.
I knew in the back of my head I was never
You was
gonna
never
do
gonna
it.
do it.
Never gonna do that. You crazy? And I know Steven. I love Steven, but like I
Yeah.
know Steven.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, you don't want to fucking
Yeah, that's just
money and
it's-
friends. That shit don't be.
But that's why
nothing.
I was just saying. I was just like, maybe if I just like, this shit's gonna last at least another fucking 3-4 weeks. Like if I can get like just throw like Jesse like $200, I'll live in his spare room for like a couple weeks.
But his
until
spare
this
room is his
over.
closet, though.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, he has his own closet. His spare room is like his studio. It's just like it's a random room full of shit.
Full of like sneakers and shit.
Sneakers and then like, but there's a bed there too that you.
Is
can-
that bed there?
There's a bed like set up. He just
Uh.
lays down the mattress there, like
Uh,
living to like if I were to like moving to my mom's right now, and I thought about that too, but moving to my mom's right now would be a whole nother ordeal. Like, cause she's like the thing is that once I move to my mom's, like that's where I'm staying. Like I'm not trying to move to my mom's for a couple weeks and come back
And
and
then
then
go
like
back.
and then have to wait till I get a job to fucking
go back. Go
Go
somewhere else.
yeah.
At least you won't have a roommate.
Yeah, that's my big thing. Yeah, no roommate. That's the thing. I also didn't want to like. I'd rather not live with people like that because it's all fun and games when you're brothers, but it's just like you like. I've been living with people for the last like fucking 6 years, and I'm not talking about my
Right.
parents, but like
Tired of it.
either a random person or a friend. Friendships can go to shit real quick in a bad living situation. You think
Word.
you know somebody till you live with them.
Till we both owe money to somebody and you're sitting there like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, what we gonna do, yo?
yeah, yo.
I don't know.
God damn.
I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you feel?
Do you feel like you're in a bad place in life right now?
no?
Like you haven't like you fumbled somewhere, like you're stumbling.
I mean, yeah, we all fumbled. We've all fumbled at some point in our life, but like, no, I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, no. There's people that are doing like way. That's also another thing. It's just like, I feel like, especially here in America, like we like, it's like this race to have our life together by the time we're like 27.
Yeah,
It's like for
I
what?
think
Like,
I think
why?
that was like instilled in us. Like by our 30s, we should have something
Yeah,
established
have something, yeah, or it's just like it's
on
just
the
like,
way to do something.
Just be doing it, yeah. But it's just like, but we have such a like strict
All I
view
know
of
is
what
that
that looks like here in this country.
I look at people differently that they've been looking at their same ceiling fan for the past 10 years, and they still looking at that same fucking ceiling fan. Like, yo, you not fucking. That would depress me, I think.
Yeah. Not some other people, but like it's just like you never know what other people like what defines success in some other people, and it's just like if that doesn't really bother me, it's like yo, more power to you. Like I was having this conversation with James last week. I would love to have James on this podcast because I get into some fucking discussions with him sometimes about shit, and he was talking about like. He just talking about promoters. He was like, "Look at all these promoters now. They got nothing to do because nobody's going
been
outside."
said
He was like,
that,
"Go get."
yeah.
He's like, "Go get a real job." And I
I
was
think
like,
that was week one. I
yeah, you
had
were
to
talking
mention
about that, yeah. But it's just like, yo, okay, well, like, what's like? First of all, like, it's not just promoters when they get everybody's out of a job right now. Nobody's making money right now.
Word.
So I was like, I was like asking, I was like, yo, define what a real job is. He's like, that's not a real job. They just tell people to come to the club. Like, being a promoter is not a real job. I was like, well, then what the fuck's a
Makes
real job?
money.
I was like, what's a real job? He was like, something that applies to. It's like something that takes a skill. And I was like, well, what takes a skill then? Like, do you saying being a good promoter doesn't take skill?
Yeah,
He was
it
like,
definitely
no.
takes some type of skill.
It definitely takes skill.
Some.
And he was just, and you know what? I'm not gonna go too deep in his argument because I would like for him to defend himself.
Yeah.
So hopefully we have a discussion like this. But it's just like, yo, like, I feel like that just comes Like when I mean like life together, like your life together here in America should look like you have you work a corporate job or you work for this or whatever, and you have you own property and you like fucking have a kid, like
Yeah.
and you have to have that shit figured out by the time like before you're 30.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, what the fuck is that race? I feel like that's why a lot of like of my generation is like fucking they stress the fuck out. Because it's just like they feel like
they're not going there yet.
Now I'm trying to learn how to accept like, yo, okay, like this fucking, this lifestyle isn't necessarily like, this isn't something that's for me on that level. So like I got to figure out what makes myself happy. So yeah.
Maybe you just need some pussy. Pussy always rejuvenates me.
Yeah.
Gives me a clear head at night.
Gives me a clear head at night. I mean, that's what I thought too, and I was on that like I had a girl, and it's just like
I didn't say have a girl. I said just get some pussy.
Just get some. Oh yeah, but that's like I can't right now. Yeah, I physically can't leave my house and go to some other bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't think I'll give me teléfono. I have it here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes I don't even feel like responding because it's just like fuck it.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Nothing.
I mean, my boy told me right now, if a girl hits you up right now, they definitely want to fuck, right? What else is there to do?
Exactly.
There's nothing else to do. You're not taking them nowhere.
Yeah.
Everything's closed.
Yeah.
So if they're hitting you up, right?
Right. But then that means I would have to like I have to wait till my parents was asleep or some shit. Like they don't even want me. They don't even want me coming in the studio because they think I'm putting everybody in the house at risk.
You are.
Exactly.
They fucking.
So you're telling me if I leave my house for like 5 hours to go get some pussy?
That's tough. I hope you had your fucking Tyvek suit on.
Yeah. They're like, what were you doing? And then I had to make up, like, I had to lie about it.
Tough times, bro.
Tough times. But yeah, I mean, pussy would definitely help right now. But it's bigger than pussy. I think that's the name. That's gonna be the name of this episode.
What's that?
It's bigger than pussy. It's
bigger than pussy. Some people might think nothing's bigger than pussy.
Some people do think
pussy
that way.
The world.
Some people do think that way.
We do everything in our life for pussy.
Yeah.
Period. We try to get money. We want fancy cars. We want clothes. Big house. For pussy.
For le puss.
There's nothing else we do it for. Wars were started over pussy. There's nothing bigger than pussy. Remember that.
Yeah. And pride. I think is it pussy or is it pride? Or are they both is it just a cycle of pussy and pride?
Pussy be prideful too.
Pussy be prideful.
You do pussy dirty, they don't want you.
Pussy also be prideful, yo.
What the fuck?
Where are we at for time?
I don't know. I think it's over. I think it's a wrap. Week fucking 4. Fucking quarantine.
Do you have any good news for this week?
I don't know. I was mulling good news over. I didn't do no fuck. I mean, in general, I like how, families are together now. Home cooked meals. People are staying together more. You gotta love that, I love this. I love the time that I'm spending with my daughter. I feel like I would never have gotten this ever. You know what I mean? I used to complain how legit the babysitter sees my daughter more than I do. You know what I mean? And that's facts. Hourly, she sees my daughter more than I do. And it was like, fucking, that's a disturbing feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's raising my daughter, not me. And we're going to get real technical, right? So, I love that I'm spending more time with her and, like, we're getting a bond. Our bond is growing a lot more. I love that. So, that's my fucking, that's my bright side to this whole thing. Shout outs, everyone that listens. I appreciate you.
All
greatly.
Of our millions and millions of
followers. All 16 of you. I fucking appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all too, yo. Good news. Some good news. This lady was 103 years old. And she got coronavirus. And she lived.
She lived?
Her name is...
Where's she at?
I want to say she's Italian. And they got it
in Italy?
Yeah, her name is Ada Zanuso.
Shout out to you, sweetheart.
He was 103 years old, yo. Motherfuckers out here tripping. Motherfuckers 30 years old out here talking about.
I mean, there's been some cases.
I
heard like a 2-year-old toddler in Connecticut. I heard of like some fucking triathlon chick dying in New York too.
There was a mutual person. I think my cousin Eric knew him. This is a fraternity in J.W. I know James knew him. He passed away. I don't think he ever tested positive officially, but he got sick and he passed away, unfortunately.
Shit.
And he worked at the airport, so.
What airport? TF Green?
Like 29. What?
TF Green?
I think so. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, this lady was 103 years old, and she survived, which just leads me to believe I don't know what the fuck this virus is, what it means. Testing positive twice, so
I don't know none of this shit.
Like, what is going on?
That's the worst part about this whole thing is just the unknown. My mom was talking about that.
Yeah,
She's like, it's just like this shit's whack because you don't even know. Like
you don't know. We hear something new about it every day. Every day there's something new. Just like, and it's just like you're waiting for to hear some sort of turn or like some sort of shit. There's like some light at the end of the tunnel, and we're not getting that yet.
I was thinking about like why is it like I'm getting like everything has like a date now to it. Like it's not like we're like searching for like the vaccine. Like why is it like everything's suspended until a certain date? Like why is it a certain date? You know what I mean? Like everything's suspended until May 8th. They're saying now. But how do you know? Like why? You know what I mean? Like why? Where you coming up with these dates at? I don't understand.
They probably just like take into consideration how many people think they're gonna have it. And the fucking incubation period and how long it takes to like be clear of it. So it's like 2 weeks from whatever certain fucking date they say. But I feel like those 2 weeks keep getting pushed out. It's just like, all right, another week, another 2 weeks, another week, another 2 weeks.
I really want to be surprised if this lasts until like June or July.
Yeah, at this point, me neither, yo. It's weird. They call it the new fucking normal, and it's really looking like that, yo. Because even once this shit is over, like no one's gonna.
We really didn't touch on that, but maybe we could touch on that next week about like what is long-term effects of this virus. I don't think we're gonna be like dapping up no more.
The way we gather, the way like I think the workplace is gonna change. I think a lot of companies are gonna realize that one, we don't need to work on site. Like so much, like 90% of the shit people do can be done from home.
From home, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of shit. Like, yeah, it's actually gonna change. Like, yeah, my mom was talking about it yesterday too. This is like another 9/11 type thing, where it's just like nothing was the same after coronavirus. Mm-hmm. Nothing was the same after 9/11. Mm-hmm. I was too young for 9/11, but like,
I feel like the one thing that
makes sense
that is comparable to me and 9/11 is like how everyone is like coming together. You could see like after 9/11, like everybody was way more neighborly. We all loved everyone was in love with first responders, like in the way that we, you know what I mean? We tipped our hat to firefighters and EMTs and police and, you know what I mean? And I feel like we're doing the same thing now, like, but it shouldn't just be because of some type of fucking epidemic or some type of, tragedy that we tip our hats to these people that are really like out there every day, no matter what. But, but it's also positive. I do love that, like, we're all looking out for each other now, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's awesome, but it shouldn't be because of circumstances like this. We should just always be like that. We should always look out for our neighbors and each other and our families, but this is happening, and in 2 years we'll all forget about it and we'll get back to our assholeless ways. And just like 9/11, that shit only lasted. We was only friendly to each other for, I don't know, a couple months. Remember, everybody had, I don't know, he was too young, but everybody started putting up American flags on their porch and everybody was super nice to each other. But again, that should last for a little bit and it'll die out and everybody will be back to fucking.
Yo, I remember actually around that time because I think I was in first grade. So it was like when that happened, I remember like late in the year in first grade. It might have been in second grade. I forget. This kid, he was really good at drawing. I remember his name was like James or something. I forget his last name. And he drew a picture of the American flag, and it was really good, bro. And he was in like second grade, first grade, whatever it was, but it was like torn up and like kind of burning. and he got in mad trouble.
Second grader?
Second grade, he got in mad trouble. And I remember, like, looking at it and I remember looking at the photo and never thinking anything malicious of it.
No.
I was like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
a
yeah.
dope-ass fucking, drawing.
You drew
And
this?
like, yo,
Nice,
you're talented,
son.
bro.
Hell yeah.
I remember the teacher came over and, like, grabbed it and, like, grabbed his arm and, like, fucking, like,
Yanked him?
yelled at him.
Yanked
like,
him to the principal's
that's
office?
fucking wild. That's fucking I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, people thought, like, he was probably, like...
Yeah.
Like
Nazi.
Like, Nazi or fucking...
Yeah.
Could have easily, like...
Shout out to school in second grade.
Yeah, yo, I don't know. That's weird. I was just thinking about that. But all right.
I remember that when I was in grade school, there was another kid. I'm like he didn't. I remember he told us that he didn't believe in God. I'm atheist. That's the first time I heard that shit. Parents must have been filming him with it. So I'm just
yo,
like, huh?
I think that might be a topic for the next couple episodes. I actually did the same shit to Riley and Andy.
You said you're atheist to him?
I didn't say I was.
Not to Riley and with their parents.
Just honestly, and I remember the day. It was like on a Good Friday. And like they do the thing with their church on Good Fridays when we were younger. Like they would do the walk around like the block, whatever it was, whatever like you know. And did that. We get back home, and I don't think Becky or Raul were in the kitchen when I said it. But I remember I was like, yeah, I don't know if I believe in God, just to kind of because like I kind of did think that way, but I was like I wasn't gonna never let him know I thought that.
Yeah.
But I threw that out there to test the room, feel the room.
Yeah.
Not a good response.
Nah, not at all.
No.
From both of them?
It was mostly. I think I remember mostly Andy being like, "Are you serious, bro? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like really?
That's
Like?"
funny.
And then I was just like, I remember
That's
after like 5 minutes, I was like, "No, I'm just kidding,"
Word.
but I really wasn't.
Word.
and that's not necessarily true. I think it's more for religion, cause I don't really get down with all that shit. And we can talk more about why in another episode.
Word.
So tune in next week, guys. Maybe we'll talk about religion next week.
Religion.
Maybe we'll talk about more Tiger King. Maybe we'll talk about
There's
Ozark
definitely
season
gonna be
3.
COVID talks again.
We're definitely gonna talk more about COVID. But we'll
whatever
probably
the
talk
fuck.
about all the above because we got nothing to
Everything.
do.
Nothing to do.
All right, thanks, guys. Until
Holla.
next week.